Hi there, my name is John Zimmerman. I'm here at Kitty Hawk Kites, and I'm here to talk to you about our Flite line of kites. The Flite is our light wind kite, which is why it's so huge. This is the 15 meter size. We also make it available in a 17.5 meter. The kite's been designed from the ground up to be a light wind kite. It caps off the lineup. So you'll notice on our other kites, the Razors, the Prodigies, we stop them at 12 meters, and then because we just don't figure there's any point in making bigger than that for light wind use. That's where we introduce the Flite to come in when you're going out in lighter wind conditions. Specific attributes that make this a light wind kite, we intentionally use a little bit lighter materials than you would normally use, including bladders that are 30% lighter than you get on our conventional kites. More often than not, when you're using a kite in light wind conditions, they don't need to be quite as robust to punishment. They're not going to be taking the same beatings that a smaller 7 meter and a big scale force wind would be. The Flite also includes some characteristics of our other kites. However, one thing that you'll notice when you're sailing in light wind is that it's quite common to have the kite stall and backfly on you. We've got the Venturi technology on this kite as well to help prevent that from happening, keep the kite flying forward and overhead as opposed to backing up in the window on you. Venturi technology is a very simple concept. You see it on airplane wings. It's called Laminar Airflow. Air flowing over both sides of a wing generates lift. As you increase angle of attack, the airflow goes over, turbulence is introduced on the back side, which causes a vacuum. The kite falls back into the vacuum, it's a stall. By introducing the vents on the kite, when the angle of attack is increased to such a point that the stall is about to happen, the vents get pushed open by clean flowing air coming from the underside. That clean flowing air comes out the backside, pulls that turbulence down and away, relaminates the airflow, allows the kite to continue to fly forward. Obviously every wing can be stalled at some point, so this kite will stall eventually if you continue to oversheet it, but it's going to resist that due to the Venturi technology we've introduced. Another feature that's unique to our company and that's inherent on this kite is what we call forward swept wingtips. You can see on it's a little bit tougher to see on this one, but you can see the jog on the wingtip here. What that does is it basically kicks the wingtip forward about 4 to 5 inches versus where if it had just come straight back this way off the leading edge. By having a larger wingtip, you introduce two really key characteristics. You introduce more leverage for a faster responsive turn with the snap off the back line. You also increase the fulcrum length of the pivot point to allow the kite to have a greater wind range, and so far as sheeting input has a greater effect over the range. But by not having that larger wingtip translate to a larger depth on the kite or a lower aspect ratio on the kite, we've allowed the kite to continue to perform the way that it was originally designed to be while introducing those two other tangible benefits with the faster turning and the larger range of wind range. Another really nice benefit that we didn't even anticipate but we were stoked to see is that by having that elbow in the leading edge, it actually props the leading edge up off the water a little bit, breaks the surface tension, and makes this kite really easy to relaunch, which is obviously a great feature to have in a light wind kite when typically they can be a little bit frustrating to get off the water in lighter wind conditions. So again, that's the Flite. It's our light wind line of kites. They only come in 15 and 17.5 meter sizes. They're available here at Kitty Hawk Kites. If you have any questions, give them a ring.